What's popping, guys? Welcome to Football Overseas and welcome to the Bundesliga Game Week 29 predictions video. Yeah, we're gonna be predicting games of the Bundesliga. There's actually look, I know we have a big game, obviously, and other than that, there's not really many other big games. But what makes this game week interesting is some teams are still in Europe. Like we're in Europe still. Like we have to play Inter in the Champions League, and we already played against them, which we lost. Great. Borussia Dortmund played against Barcelona. Looks like they're out. Frankfurt drew yesterday against what you call it? They drew against Tottenham Hotspur. And if I go check, is there any German team in the Conference League? I need to check that. Conference. Where's Conference League? No, so no German sides. Okay, so it's just Heidenheim got knocked out. Okay, so it's just Europa League and Champions League. So yeah, interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we'll get through all the predictions and all that stuff. But before we begin, you already know what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications, like, comment your way, and give me your predictions, of course, of all the games. Go check the socials of Football Overseas, and inshallah, bi'idhnillah al-azim, you are well and satisfied wherever you may be. And I say we begin. And we talk about the first game, which is happening tonight, inshallah. Wolfsburg, who are 12th against RB Leipzig, or I Leipzig, who are 5th at the moment. And they are playing under a new manager, actually. They're playing under... Actually, this new manager, fun fact, was an assistant coach for Thomas Tuchel last season at Bayern Munich. His name is Zoslo. And actually, he got hella messages from Bayern Munich players congratulating him on the new role. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. I mean, I think he already actually coached the game or two already, didn't he? Leipzig did win 3-1 against Hoffenheim last week. Did he coach that game? Yeah, he did. There you go. 3-1. I didn't even see how they performed. Did he coach the game against... Oh, no, that was when Marco Rosa got sacked, wasn't it? Oh, no, he coached that game too. So he's been coaching a few games, man. I mean, obviously he lost to Stuttgart in his first game, which was the DFB Pokal. But then in the Bundesliga, he got a win. Now, Wolfsburg's last game, they played against Union Berlin and lost 1-0. Expected better, actually, from Wolfsburg. I'm not even going to lie. But, hey, Union Berlin not doing too bad when they're getting a bit desperate to stay on in the Bundesliga. So, a fair play to Union Berlin, to be fair to them. Listen, Wolfsburg, they are the home side. It's going to be in Volkswagen Arena. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I could see this be a draw. I think Wolfsburg will give them a go. I think Leipzig, for some reason, they'll somehow find a way to get a result, especially under Zoslo. Even though it's a new job for him, I get it, but I feel like maybe with Leipzig, there's some sort of like a manager bounce going on over there. So I'm going to give them a 2-2 draw, personally. But yeah, we move. Plus, Wolfsburg have been hit and miss recently. I don't know what's going on with them, man, because they had a good patch earlier in the season. But we move on. Bayer Leverkusen, their last result, I remember, I believe, was against Heidenheim 1-0. They scored last minute. Buendia. Of course they did. And then Union Berlin, we just talked about. They won against Wolfsburg last week. And their position, well, actually, Union Berlin's what position? Because we know Leverkusen's second. 13th, there you go, see? So, yeah, listen, guys. I'm going to be real. I actually think Union Berlin can give them a tough game. However, I have a feeling Leverkusen will find a way to scrape a win. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Bayer Leverkusen. Unfortunately, I won't be shocked if a Patrick Schick scored or something like that. Bro, that guy, I listen. He's one of them guys. I don't like him when he's a Leverkusen. I can't stand him. But hey, when you're clutch, you're clutching it. Hoffenheim next. They play against Mainz, who are 4th actually. Hoffenheim are, what are they? 17th. Oh no, not 17th. That's both. Sorry, 14th. I apologize. Bro, I don't know how I feel about Hoffenheim, you know. They're a weird team. And Mainz are doing pretty good for themselves. I mean, Hoffenheim lost 3-1 to Leipzig last week. And as for Mainz, actually, I think Mainz, didn't they lose last week? No, they drew, sorry, to Holstein Kiel. And prior, they lost 3-1 to Borussia Dortmund. So they've not been in the best of form. But I do feel like this is the game for them to be back in winning ways because I don't see TSG Hoffenheim doing anything. I know they have Bischoff and then man like Kramaric. I mean, is he really doing anything over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, bro, Hoffenheim's a weird team because, bro, Hoffenheim are one of them teams that usually are around in the mid-table area. They sometimes compete for Europa League spots or Conference League area. Now they're just mid-table for real. Like, it's just like, yeah, nah, man, I'm not moved, brother. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, mine's. I'm gonna give them 3-1 win. I'm not moved with Hoffenheim, bro. Uh, Bochum versus Augsburg. Now, Augsburg, obviously, they played against us last weekend, and we beat them 3-1, actually, 7 days ago. They actually looked pretty good in the first half. But then second half, I mean, we just killed them off, and it's just what it is. With Bochum though, Bochum they're 17th, and they were against Stuttgart, and Stuttgart just killed them 4-0. So Honus is like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? I expect Augsburg to get a win here. I'm gonna say 2-0 Augsburg. I don't see Bochum scoring, personally. So we move. Next, we have Borussia Gladbach against Freiburg. Now, this is 6th against 7th. Now, I want to see if that has any implications onto the table because they're both 6th and 7th. Yes, it does. So, if Freiburg, who are 7th, win, they go above them by a point. So, this is pretty big because this is the difference between Conference League and not. Put it that way. So, guys, step up. You know what I mean? And I feel like both teams being defensive, both can hit other. I mean, I think Monchengladbach, they have more killers than Freiburg do. And I think that's going to be the difference maker for me. Like, they both have a similar shape, but somebody's going to have to have a go at one another. And I think at the end, I wouldn't be shocked if this was one of them games in which Kindeinst, or Kindeinst, how you say his name, scores out of a set piece, and it's 1-0 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. That's what I'm going to go with. But it's going to be one of them games in which they're going to, how do I say it, prevent one another from scoring. Anyway, we move. Holstein Kiel, 18th against Shea Pauli 15th. Listen, Shea Pauli, they may not be as clinical, but one thing I'll give them is they know how to create chances. They do. Holstein Kiel, they have been woeful. There's a reason why they're 18th. Like, yeah, they'll get results here and there, but that's more so because I like credit to them at times, but that's more so because others are awful. Like, for example, when they won against Borussia Dortmund, Dortmund were awful. You know what I mean? Like, credit, but Dortmund were poor, bro. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, let's see their last results. Kiel 1-1 to Mainz. You see, Mainz must have been poor, bro. At home, like, come on, man. Like, and say Pauli 1-1 to Gladbach. See what I mean? Like, it's just, yeah, this is one of them games that will end 0-0. I have a feeling this is gonna be a 0-0 game. And then the big one on Saturday to end things off. We're top. Borussia Dortmund 8th. We both have Champions League games. Now, I do have to say, this Der Klassiker, I think, will be more interesting than I expected, just because Borussia Dortmund lost to Barcelona 4-0 in the Champions League, so I don't see them resting players. I thought Kovac was going to rest players. I don't think he will now. And we have injuries. So now it's going to be interesting. And the thing is, we have Inter Milan to focus on as well. Like, we have more to play for in the Champions League than Borussia Dortmund. And whether I think we're in or out, it don't matter, but my point is, Borussia Dortmund is going to make things tough. I actually think Adeyemi and Gittins are going to be very dangerous, especially against our back line. I actually think Goressi, I'll be interesting to see how he performed because I thought he was very poor against Barcelona. And I think Brandt might be dangerous too. when it comes to creating attacks, starting attacks, and that. So yeah, but I do have to say Schlotterbeck's missing, and they're playing Emre Can and Anton at the back. So that's something to keep note of. I'm going to say, I mean, listen, I do see like the likes of Kane and Muller turning up in this, because this is Thomas Muller's last their Klassiker, by the way, guys. You know what I mean? It's gonna be the last their Klassiker he plays in, so I could see guys like him turn up. Or Lise is definitely gonna turn up. Kimmich better turn up. And the man, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it short. But if you want more details, just go check my channel, Zeer Talks. I'm going to say 2-1 FC Bayern Munich. I do think Borussia Dortmund will make it tough for us to actually end up getting the win. And then VfB Stuttgart 9th against Werder Bremen 10th. Now, I think Stuttgart are going to keep up the momentum, to be honest. I know they won 4-0 against, was it Kiel? Yeah, no, Bochum, sorry. Stuttgart. And Bremen, they won 2-0 against Frankfurt, actually. Interesting. But I think Frankfurt were resting players for Tottenham. So, I think Stuttgart win, man. I'm going to say Stuttgart and they're home. So, we're going to go for 3-0 Stuttgart. And is that it? Oh no, wait, it's not it. Wait. Oh no, one more game. Rheinschreit Frankfurt against Heidenheim, 3rd against 16th. I think Frankfurt. I don't know if they're gonna rest players or not. That's the thing. They drew 1-1 against Tottenham last night. They held on to a 1-1 draw, and that's good for them heading into Deutsche Bank Arena. And this game is in Deutsche Bank Arena against Heidenheim. I feel like Frankfurt will somehow get the win here. I'm going to say, but I feel, yeah, 2-0. I'll say 2-0, bro. Heidenheim, I don't think we'll have enough. I don't think they'll have enough. But that's my predictions, guys. Let me know what your predictions are in the comment section down below. And listen, I'm going to end it here. Listen, people, you already know what to do. Subscribe, like, press the alarm bells for future content notifications. Comment, give me your predictions as well in the comment section down below. Go check the socials of Football Overseas, and inshallah you're well, whatever you may be. Now I'm going to go. Take care. See y'all later.